Okay, in this section, I'm just going to go through this article that I have shared on the discussion board under the video, part 1 video. I have this discussion board link, topic links it's called. It's a Word document, and it really is worthwhile to read this because it gives you some great information and ideas about getting the most out of this discussion board post. As you see here, it talks about the initial post, and it says brevity is appreciated. Now, the secret is to respond appropriately in your initial post, and also don't go on for like 7 or 8 paragraphs. If you do 2 or 3 paragraphs, that's plenty. And you have to remember that the longer your post is, the fewer people that are going to read the whole thing. And even I tend to skim because I have to read everybody's. I'll skim through it. So try to be concise in your initial posting, and of course in your responses. You shouldn't be going on and on in those as well. All right. And it says here when to post and when to reply. And the thing is, you should get on this discussion board with your initial post in the first 2 or 3 days. And then, I would go back, every couple of days just to check and respond. That's what makes a real healthy discussion, and especially respond to me. I get offended if I talk to you and I make a comment, and I usually ask you a question and I address it to you. So one of the things that I'm going to show you, I'm going to go into a discussion board post here, is when you hit reply, the first thing you should do is change the subject here, make it something, your source was shaky. Okay, so that's what my post is. Oh, I'm sorry. Put it up here. Your source was shaky. So now I've got a new subject here, and then I'm going to address the person. So Darlene and Tony, your comments were blah blah blah. So I'm going to talk specifically. So if there's like 8 people, as you can see, there could be a whole bunch of people in this thing. I need to know who you're, if I'm going on there, I need to know if you're talking to me or someone else. So make sure you do that. You start off and address the person to whom you are talking. That's very important. All right. Again, this Me Too, I agree post, I don't even give you credit for those. So if you go, I have exemplars on the assignment page, and they're here. I have them here, so I blanked out the person's name. But this, you see here, this is an I agree post. Oh, just lost it. And it really, I agree with you when. Okay, here it is. Here's another. I agree with you. The final assessment is on the job. I just feel bad for those good teachers that it cannot pass the test. That's nothing. There's no evidence there. There's no, if you're going to say this, go a little deeper into this. I feel bad for those teachers that cannot pass the test. Say why. What makes you feel bad for them? Support that opinion with something. Don't just say I agree. Or a lot of people like to compliment their classmates. Oh, I really think that was a fabulous post. Wonderful. I really like what you're saying and doing. Okay, avoid those as well. Those are the, I like what you're saying. I love what you said, but no meat. I use the discussion boards to see if you can apply what you're reading and learning. And this is the place to do it. So change the subject line, check previous postings before you post, give credit, and I taught that, cite your references, use APA format whenever you cite material. Grammar, I don't take off for grammar, but I don't want to see this stuff, what's up, yo, and the initials, which you'd use in text messaging. This is a college course, a graduate level course. I expect you to use your best writing, and if you need help with writing, then I will refer you, based on your discussion board writing, you might get referred to the Writing Center. And of course, I mean, if you need it, that's a good thing. But if you don't need it, then you're going to get assigned there and be very upset about it. So make sure that you are using correct language in your posts. Make sure your initial post has answers the question, but is not too long, and make sure that you are referencing the readings and using APA format in your initial posting. So that's a little rundown of what to expect, what not to do, what to do, and good luck on the discussion boards. And I really like getting involved in these, and they are really the best learning experience of the whole course.